Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Fight, where I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did, we finished off all of the jobs in the Realm Reborn, to level 50 in any case. So, they're all level 50 except for the disciples of the Hand and Land, but we're gonna get to that at a different moment in time. And with that I mean like when I think when I'm done with like all of the base quests that I can do and find and yeah, all that jazz. And then after we are done with that, then we are going to go and do some gathering and crafting. Probably. Anyway, to begin off this beautiful little session, we are going to go and begin by finishing off the hunting log for realsies, except for maybe the maelstrom stuff. Let's see, the Wanderer's Palace, which I will do at some point, and then I guess I could technically go and get these ones. Like this one over here, in the East Strat, where I am right now. So I have Morbles to fight. Let's see. Morbles can be found over here. Third cohort something can be found over here. Anything else in the East Route that might be? Yes. Sylvan's Sentinel can be found over here at the Hanging Barbs. And that's it for my Dragoon. Old Grove Treant can be found in this area over here, I think. Morbles we've already seen. Sylphlands Condor Corridor. I think they can be found over here. And Milkwood Saplings. That's a difficult one. I think they can also be found around here though. In this area. It's either that or like somewhere along this pathway. Could also be the case. That's it for that. And then Sylph Bonnets can be found in this area, I think. And that's all. Alright, I will be right back after killing all of these enemies. Alright, I have returned after killing the things that I needed to kill. Let's see, next up is the South Shrouds. Let's go and get myself over there. There's also some stuff in Western Lanoche, which I remember doing at the end of last episode-ish. Like before I did the level 50 job quest. But well, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. Wild Hogs can be found over here in Earth's Gift. Let's see. Because that should be everything in the Shroud still. For my Dragoon. Lesser Column can also be found around here in the tunnel. That's it for that one. So Lesser Column again. And that's it. Okay. I will be right back after these things are dead. Alright. Let's see. So, now that that is done, we are basically done in the Shroud, I'm pretty dang sure. Western Lanoche, lots of Mordona, Blue Fog, Eastern Thanalan. Mordona. Oh, Mordona. Outer Lanoche, Mordona, and Northern Thanalan. Alright. Let's go to Mordona then. I went there earlier today to go and check out the Ironworks gear to see if I could find like anything that I would like glamour wise, but not that much honestly. And I also really want to like watch out that I don't create the identical glamours that I make with my main character. Alright, Daring Harriers, they can be found around here. Lake Cobras can be found over here. These can be found in Falkfen, so in the Custom Sentry. And that is it for the Dragoon enemies. Mud Puppies can be found over here, right in the entrance to the Tangle. Hippogriffs can be found over here. These 5th cohort buggers can be found in Custom Sentry, of course. And that's it for Bard. And then also some more Falkfen's enemies for White Mage. And that is all. Be right back. Alright. We are back. Let's see. Western Lanoche, Northern Thanalan, and Eastern Lanoche. So let's just go to Western Lanoche then. And kill these final couple of enemies in Western Lanoche that I still needed. Which are very specifically the Sea Wasps. So Sea Wasps can be found over here. And that is an Eastern Lanoche, that is a non-issue. Southern Thanalan. The Shelf Eye Reavers are also over here. And I think I already beat the... Yeah, I already beat the Sea Wasps to level up earlier. So let's go and deal with those two, and then I'll be right back. Alright. That is everything done in here that I needed. Let's see though, because there was some Eastern and Nosh stuff, right? Yeah. In Angelus... What's it again? Angelus Wise. Or Angelus Wise, no, Ageless Wise. Jesus. I've also, like, while doing all this stuff, I've realized some interesting little situations when it comes to doing quests and what I can do and all that jazz. Right, let's see. Well, yeah, they're just over here in Custom Oxidants. Do you have anything in Custom Oxidants? Southern Thanalan, Northern Thanalan? Nope. Eastern Thanalan, Outer Nosh also still. I totally forgot about that. You know, let me just go and show you where these guys are. It's pretty dang simple though. They're in Iron Lake, which is this part over here. That's where they are at. And then that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back after killing the enemies in Ageless Wise, and then also the ones in Iron Lake. So, be right back. Alright, I am back again. Hello! Hello, Mario. Now, so... we need to fight a couple more enemies in Thanalan. Northern Thanalan, the Basilisks. Let me go over to Northern Thanalan then. Also, there's some kind of work being done somewhere, and I can hear like something zooming. This is interesting. Alright, Basilisks can be found. I think probably around here. It's only because like in this part. And that's gonna be it for that, which is freaking awesome. Then these ones are in Southern Thanalan. So why not? And then we have Arimant in Blue Fog, which I think can be found over here somewhere. Eastern Thanalan I also have to go to fight the Golden Fleece. Alright, so we're gonna deal with the ones in Northern Thanalan first, and I'm gonna be right back again. Alright, and last but not least, Golden Fleece in the Burning Wall. Let me go and just do this to show you guys. They're everywhere in the Burning Wall, really. I know there's a couple of them around here. And I think they're just in general everywhere. They're not too difficult to find. And then... the other one that we still need is the Tempered Gladiators. And they can be found in the Circle of the Tempered. So I will be right back until I've killed these final two enemies of the hunting log. Then we're gonna go and finish off what except for the Tomberry and Giant Bavarois, which we can find in the Wondrous Palace when we do that. I'm gonna go out of my way to get the Trench Tusahagen and the Ugumaro Beerisman, which are just in their respective, like, tribal area. So, yeah. I'm gonna also do this. Fuck it. Why not? Be right back. Alright. We are back. I've basically done everything in the hunting log now, except for these two, which require me to go into a dungeon, which we haven't even gone into yet. Now let's go and see, though. Let me go and claim these rings, which aren't really the best, but meh. Right. Now, it is time for us to go and continue doing these side quests, which have been here for fucking forever. So we are just gonna continue doing all the stuff in Thanalan first, and then we'll move on to the next region. I don't know which one yet. Including also the level 50 side quest now. Because before we were doing the just everything that wasn't like too involved. Because I was also doing the job quest stuff at the same time. Or like, you know, like queuing up for dungeons and doing the job quests and doing all that shit. So. But now I'm going to do everything, or in any case try to do everything of a region, unless if I know that it's really involved and requires like a separate little episode, I guess. Or a separate couple of episodes for some of the content. AD. 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 Thank you, and thank you, Trice. What are you? You're a man, alright. Saw those rather nasty brutes coming and thought, well, nothing much really beyond. They really should take old Holotolly down. The place has absolutely gone to pot. Oh, look at the time. Mustn't keep the burial waiting too long. I suppose my cousin Fendrick, she of the over-tight corset, is none too pleased. Yeah, there was a story to this quest, but I sure as hell don't remember him. I wonder why. I truly wonder why. Also, if you can hear anything in the background, they're like kind of doing some kind of work in the near vicinity, and it's creating like this zooming noise, which I'm not sure if you guys can hear. I don't feel like it's getting louder. Eh. Wait. There we go. Needed to answer a message. Right. Oh, thank you. He's absolutely incorrigible, but to think we might have had to bury him as well. Then again, that's one burial he wouldn't be late for. That's a thought. Wow. Okay. When the calamity struck, it sundered life everywhere. Not only among our races. Look around and you will see how many things have fallen apart. Feet, claws, roots. All have been torn from the earth they were planted on. The dead Gubu was a child of curses. The calamity shattered its native mountains, and it fled before destruction as a caravan flies before a sandstorm. Years it wandered. We found it dying and received its memories. It had gathered seeds from every land it passed through, and they flower upon its corpse. A living map of its loss and exile. North to south, mountains to the desert. Cloudberry and shooting stars, maribels and cliff roses. All thick lavender from lower Sanolan, even roselets from Bloodshore. To wander is a dream and a nightmare. Adventurers such as yourself must know it better than I. But I imagine there are days when the flame of adventure gutters, and you feel yourself to be as bereft as those in lost hope. And upon us, no flowers grow. So generous is Father Iliud to so many. He feeds, clothes, and physics them tirelessly. Yet he has none to do for him what he does for others. I would show him my appreciation with a special gift. But sadly my meager purse is not enough. Will you speak to the older brothers and sisters and see whether they feel as I do? I have made arrangements with Ermagard, who runs a concern at Camp Drybone. If you are successful in raising the funds, will you deliver the guild to her? Were you able to gather the old offerings? Yes. Thank you. What if there were naught else to be done? I must see to collecting the weathered vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer. Should you care to take it, speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled. I do. So you wish to wander the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nimea lilies at some of the simpler graves in the Lich-Yard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the Lich-Yard that I would have you tend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would have to mourn the morning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thal bless you. Right, Simmer. Be silent and take my gill. Pray forgive my outburst, good madam. It is only that I owe Father Iliud my life, an opportunity to give him something, no matter how small, sets my spirit afire. We're also going to get this. Death begets death, especially in those places where privation is the sovereign. A corpse left unburied is as a rich field to Vilekin, where they may sow pestilence and water it with their miasma. Now, nowhere is the rule of privation so apparent as in Lost Hope. A man may die upon the roadside there and go unclaimed, for no ties bind these unhappy folk together except a common misfortune. Their homelands are no more. But as long as they live, some hope remains, and so we must thwart pestilence ere it begins. Will you deliver this repellent to that den of sorrow? Right, and then there's another quest over here. You're one of them adventure folks, ain't you? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister what passed, you see. But I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's nice rocks for the taking away from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beast or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She really would have liked that. Crops right up out of the ground to the east of here, they say. If you can find a bit and see it to Brother Esmore, me and my sister will be ever so grateful. Right. The mail that is. Probably should have read the dialogue on those. Or the item information. Because these are oft used as offerings for the dead. Doesn't really look like a simple grave to me. That's a pretty big friggin' gravestone. It's better than the broken ones. Wait, that's weird. Oh, it's like, okay, yeah, that's in the town. It's like, wait, this thing's underground, what? I will be the hero of this graveyard. By the time that I'm done. Right. Let's go and get these other things. Collect Warple. And we get to fight some Tukos. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Right. The room next to here? No. The room next to that? Yes. A gift for Father Iliud, of course. It does not take salt to see the good in him. It warms my heart that Brother Baron would go to such trouble. Thank you both for your efforts. Okay. And then we go in here, question mark? Yeah. Greetings, then. Brother Baron said you might be coming. We might be coming by. A gift for Father Iliud, he said. A heavy leather pouch entrusted to you by Brother Esmore. It contains hundreds of coins. A heavy leather pouch entrusted to you by Sister Zozaru. That was apparently a female. Not like I could notice anyway. You cannot begin to guess how much coin of it how much coin it might contain. Good father must be a man much beloved from the weight of these sacks. I have given this matter much thought. A consignment of high-quality spices arrived just this day. Mayhap cinnamon cookies would suit. I have received many a kind word from my customers about my cookies, if I may say so. I have also observed the good father linger at my store whenever a fresh batch was to be smelt coming out of the oven. But the only times he spent his skill on cookies and cakes, it was for the children of Lost Hope. Right, now I'm thinking about it though. What is my lowest level job at the moment? Actually, Paladin is one of them, so... Let me go and do this quest as Paladin then. Get some XP from it. Not an amazing amount of XP, mind you, but something is better than nothing. Let me also go and get these things going. Out of whole cloth, right? That was a quest I still had. Bum, bum, bum. Hello. Came from Dedeju, I guess, yeah. Did you? I was wondering where she had gone to. Stopped by your shop the other day. Was going to offer her a cup of tea. She missed a nice one. An amber tip from Curtis. Her usual, I'm assuming? A tattered linen? Yes, madam. Now, don't you go up misapprehending. It's nice and soft, so she can pull out the threads and reweave what she's meant in. There you go. Marvelously mutable materia. And waking the spirit. What misses do you have here, stranger? Oh, you come from the church of Saint Adamalandama? Valkin repellent. When lit, this instance releases a citrus-like aroma that most Valkin abhor. Ah, the Valkin repellent. The good father told me last moon of his plan. He is a man that keeps to his words, and it was kind of him that you deliver it. It was kind of him to have you deliver it. There we go. Did he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. Apparently I do, though. Bork, 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 bork. My dog is very annoyed today. Well, like last week, because people are actually working now. So he's alone a lot of the time. And when I'm home, I spend a lot of my time upstairs, so... There we go. Thank you, stranger. This place may seem wretched to you, and none here would deny it, but last year it had the look of a charnel house so fiercely did the pestilence rage. Tell Father Iliad we owe him a debt of life. I confess, though, I wonder if we are saved from a plague only to perish in war. We have little love for Garlemald here, and news of them who burned our homes travels fast. What chance does Lost Hope have against the force that plucked Alamigo like a ripe peach? Fight or flee, we must make plans. Yet few have ears to listen to me. They have too much to fear already. Too many demons to slay every hour. Right. Let's go back over to Camp Dryburn. I think you can even hear it now. The dog doing the bark. There you are. Did you get what I need? In addition to being tattered, it is also frayed, torn, moth-eaten, lice-ridden, and stained with what appears to be blood. You get what you pay for. Much appreciate it. Is that a typo? Adventure, now we'll see how nimble these fingers are. Father needs this right soon, he said, going out on some priestly business. This is a piece of piss compared to the last order, though. Excuse the salty talk. It was big as a house and burnt as a slattern's supper. Father Iliad brought it, but it looked to be for that lich keeper fellow. Once more you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the lich yard was a small, humble plot, but it all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple, despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to the offerings our piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you delivered grant some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, if even for a short time. Or a while. Hello, Esmore. Have you business here again, friend? Pure white stone, sometimes used for lich stones. Cloud marble, to make into a tombstone for Edward's sister. The boy's nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as Edward wishes. Gods, you adventurers sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. Gonna stay out the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sis if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and Sister Ariel are good folk too. They say I don't need no guilt to bury my sister here, but I know how it works. It'll take coin to send her over to Saul proper. I guess I'll take this. Thank you, Lynn. Sometimes, for what ails us in thinking, we find relief in doing. The ministration to exiles is one of the duties of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I pray that someday, with the grace of the gods, they may find again what they have lost. Good day to you, Lynn. What brings you to this place? Cinnamon cookies. Crisp, buttery cookies dusted with a hint of fragrant cinnamon. But how? Cinnamon cookies by Thal. A gift, you say, from Brother Baron, Brother Esmore, and Sister Zuzru. How kind they are. I could tell to them there was no need, but our order teaches us to see and need despite the needy disavowals. I shall thank them from my heart. I had a son, and through his happy marriage, a daughter. Well matched they were, and well met. Their house smelt of good things, like this, and there was always an open peg for my cloak, and a tall glass of mint tea. When they died, I... Really? I'm just not gonna listen? That cut off a little bit abruptly. Was Father Iliad pleased? Oh, that is good. And I believe he does his heart good to give word to his sorrows. That is what we tell the bereaved in the Lich Yards. That grief must be both shrieked and spoken. I had heard that Father Iliad had suffered a great loss in the calamity, yet his heart grows as large as a palace, and scores dwell there in the haven he makes of it. Would that someday I am half the man he is. There we go. That's everything done in the Lich Yard. Pass off, birds. Straw man defense. Hair club for here. D is for dead. These freaking name quests are amazing. These name quests. No, these quest names. Nah, comes down to the same thing, I guess. Hello. We have been dispatched by the Order of Nalthal to conduct a thorough investigation of these ruins. We have only begun to scratch the surface, yet it is already clear that they housed countless untold secrets from the age of Belladia. Secrets which will remain hidden forever if something is not done about those accursed buzzards. Ever since they began nasting across the chasm, we have spent more hours wiping their droppings of our tomes than doing research of any sort. I ask you not to eradicate the entire species. The buzzard is a clever bird. Slay 4 or so, and I suspect the rest of the flock will find somewhere else to roost. Do not look down, Claudian. Wait. Yeah. You must not. You will not. You cannot look. Ah! By the 12th, my good woman. You frightened me half to death. But you must forgive me. I've been a bit restless of late. What with those winged nightmares swooping in from every which direction, pecking and poking and pricking at me. I might as well pack up my instruments and go home, as I won't be getting an ounce of research done. If, however, a kind adventurer like yourself were to use these scarecrows to drive the birds away, it would be another story. What do you say? Apparently I say yes. Hello, Helmart. You! Yes, you! Adventure! I need you to fetch 3 bottles of Thurbal blood, and do so with all haste. Where to find Thurbal blood, you say? Why, from Thurbals, of course. Now hurry. This is a matter of life and death. Okay. Let's also go and put these, I guess these scarecrows over here. Used to frighten Cloudkin away from farms and gardens. Despite the name, it has little effect on crows. Fate joined. Fate joined. Attack on the hybrid. Attack on the hybrid. Not the ball of embers, just kill me now! Okay, I've only just realized how fucking huge this blade is. I like it actually. There we go. Down go the burbs. There we go. Well, have you brought the verbal blood I asked for? If so, then hand it over and quickly now. The deep crimson livelet of a void-sent verbal. Oh, they're actually void-sent, huh? Remarkably, one of the hirsute creatures contains less than a half score of drops. Wow. That's interesting. At long last, my friend, you're a godsend! Now, how did it go? Yes. Stir twice, a dash of spittle, shake thrice more, and voila! Well, what are you waiting for, friend? Grab yourself a droplet and start spreading. My scalp cries out for succor. Oh, and do not try to miss a spot. A potent potation containing the blood of a freshly slain furball, Grand Merino, and several other grotesque ingredients that are best left unspoken. Oh! My, that tingles. Why, I can already feel my pores opening. In no time at all, I'll have flowing locks a film long. I can't thank you enough, friend. What with the sun beating down the way it does in these parts, a bald plate is a potentially fatal affliction. Oh, no! It's not working. My jaded scalp turns its nose up at the verbal potation. You're a trusty adventurer, Lynn. I need you to fetch something with all haste. Time is short and a comb is a cruel mistress. Long have I feared this day would come, but I am ready. The verbal tonic is dead. Long live the snurble tonic! You know where to get snurble blood, don't you? Snurbles, you say? Wrong! You get snurble blood from Golden Fleece! Don't think about it. Just go to the burning wall and kill 5. This is what I was looking forward to. Do not look... Oh, you've seen to the birds, have you? Splendid work, friend. Now head back down and return to my research. Or not. I'll be along any moment now. Be on your way. Greetings to you, my friend. Or greetings to you, friend, whatever. My research has finally gotten off the ground. So many discoveries to be made. And ancient wonders to be restored. And yet I have only these 2 hands with which to do my work. If only I could convince the Order of the potential significance of my work. Perhaps they would be willing to dispatch aid. I have a report of my findings thus far. Might you be so kind as to deliver it to Kyokyozo at Thal's Respite? Free of savage pecking and buzzer droppings, at last. I cannot thank you enough, friend. When I make my next historic discovery, you may take pride in knowing that you helped make it possible. Okay, now what else is at level 50 still? My monk. Monkey. Right. Let's go and get this thing at Thal's Respite. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. Whoopsie. Welcome, adventurer. You may find respite from your hardships. You bring a report from Claudian of Highbridge. A most welcome surprise indeed. I was prepared to wait months before that young one made any significant progress. What's this? The ruins date back to the latter Belladian era and house the fine resting place of Lalafuto IV himself. The historical implications of this research are beyond anything the Order had imagined. I must arrange for additional researchers and supplies to be sent to Highbridge immediately. Oh boy. Adventurers, merchants, travelers, Thal's Respite is always open to those who seek a momentary reprieve from the hardships of the road. In the past, we welcomed countless multitudes through these doors. Sadly, the growing presence of hostile beast tribes and savage creatures now deters many from making the pilgrimage. A shame, is it not? Perhaps you could come to our aid. The most fearsome of the local fauna is an axbeak. Were you to thin the flock, say by 4 birds or so, I do believe these halls would be far more approachable. Whoopsie. There we go. I had some chat things to take a look at. Right, axbeak. Just one-shotting him. Honestly, not too big of a surprise when you're basically double that level. There we go. My adventuring friend, a traveling merchant and his family just walked through our doors not a moment ago. Each encounter is a blessing. A blessing that would not have come to pass had those fearsome fowl continued to run rampant outside our halls. For this, I thank you. Oh, another quest. I am loath to trouble you again, but you have proven yourself a friend to the Order. I have an urgent missive to be delivered to Hihibaru of Highbridge. Or to be precise, a petition. The Order would entreat high-wind skyways to establish regular flights between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Such flights would greatly ease the travels of pilgrims to Thal's Respite, not to mention simulate commerce in the area. It is for the latter reason that we believe Hihibaru and his fellow merchants will lend us their support. Go now, and may the traders watch over your journey. Let's go and fight some of these golden fleas. To help this dude with his hair tonic. I guess I can also go and get the quest that's in here. D stands for dead. Floating stone. You know about quartz goblins? I didn't expect you to. They're only found in the most dangerous reaches of Thanalan. Type of goblin they are, just kind of crunchier. Oh yes, they eat crystals, you know, and round these parts there's a king's feast to be had. Makes the goblins grow pure, clear quartz right in their bodies. Think you can get some from me? Apparently we will. But first, the golden fleece. Stone skin. You'll love to see it. Right. And I have some goblins. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Ba 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 boo. Target on a line of sight. That's a little bit annoying. Alright. Good hunting! Bag any clear quartz there? Clear quartz. This variety of colorless quartz can often be found mixed in with the other precious stones growing on goblins' backs. That's, them's what I was after. Clear as a god's piss. No offense intended. And a ring like bells. The climate has changed a lot of things around here. That's true enough. But it's still a treasure trove. You can't ask for more as a miner. Wait, what happened over here? Oh. I think I'll try to finish all the quests in here, like in this area. And then we're gonna end it off for today. Then I'm gonna take a look around to see like which quests I still have left in certain areas, because I don't remember. Right, Hibaru. Message from Sister Kyokozo. Whatever business could the Order have with a commentator like me? A petition to Highwind Skyways to open an airship route to Highbridge. Well, I'll be a petition for regular airship service between Highbridge and Ul'dah. The idea's so bloody brilliant, I'm ashamed not to have thought it up myself. Business would simply go through the roof. I'll add my signature and deliver to Highbridge Skyways straight away. Now, if only someone would deal with those bloody Kirin, Highbridge would be a trader's paradise. Right. Is this the end? I thought we would always have each other. My hair and I... Okay. What the fuck? Snurbleblood, you, madam, are a lifesaver. Now, for the tonic. Encork the sea pickles, mind the effluvia, yes, and a whittle of this, a pizzle of that, and there. Don't stand on ceremony. Tick-tock, put your back into it and work my scalp. Oh, feel that, my precious tresses? Papa's coming to save you! Once again, I am in your debt. Now that we know each other better, I can reveal the truth. This hair keeps me alive. I feel a great enervation of spirit whenever a strand is left in my comb. Surely that is proof enough. That's all? You don't even get like a satisfying conclusion? Son of a bitch. In any case, that, my friends, is going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode of this. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we are going to go and continue our side quest stuff. Oh my god. No more hunting log. No more job grind. No more like millions of freaking leveling roulettes, which is nice. At least for now. At some point I'm going to have to level up more things, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, my friends. Goodbye.